welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not-so-geeky. My name is Fong Nguyen.
And I'm Ben Friedman, and today on the show we're going to be looking at this super cute little camera. This is the Fujifilm Finepix F300 EXR. Man, that's a long name.
It is.
Why can't they come up with the cool camera or something like that? Why do they have to have the F300?
One word.
Yeah.
You don't even need a number.
You don't even need a number.
Could be a Fuji #1.
Okay, so let me tell you, I really like this camera. First of all, it's like metal. It's not like cheesy plastic like some of them. I like that when I turn this on, the little flash thingy pops up as well. And when you turn, you don't even have to push it away. You know, my my Nikon camera, when you turn it off, you still have to like push the flash down. This one, sucks the flash back inside, and it's all like compact and really nice. Cool.
Yeah, that is nice.
Other things I like about this camera, no, I'm not letting you get in, is a really cool display. I got to get all the good stuff out because I didn't like this camera so much. So before I get the chance to tell out, I want to get all the good stuff out. So it has one of those things where when you put someone on there, look, it puts that little green rectangle around and it like follows you around. Look at that. She's never been in front of a camera. And it's got a really awesome display on there as well. So there you go. I like this camera.
I don't like this camera. I think it takes terrible pictures. So what's the point of having a nice flash, a beautiful black case if the picture is ugly?
Well, yes. I mean,
it's unclear, it's grainy. It's expensive. It's $280 for
It's a lot of money for, I must admit, it is not the best pictures. I have a CyberShot Sony that was a little cheaper, I think takes better pictures. But it's got a lot of great features. I mean, it's got a great screen and...
screen to take a bad picture.
Okay, I'm not going to win that argument. Let me take a picture of you and you know, people can judge for themselves.
Okay.
All right?
It's making noise.
It does beep a lot.
What if I'm...
Okay, ready? I'm going to take a picture and 1, 2, 3. Oh, I mean, you look beautiful. I mean, it's a very pretty shot. Here, let me show you.
I don't love it.
You don't love it? Okay.
I think if it were taken with a different camera, I might have loved it.
You might. Yeah.
But I feel...
Well, so, you know, I'm not going to convince you it's a great camera. People can make up their own minds.
Sure.
Let me go over a couple of the other features while we're here. I'm going to hit the video button here. And so now I am shooting video. Here, you don't like it. You can, here, just point it at me.
You?
Yeah. So is it recording there?
It's recording. It's got a little box around your face in case I lose it.
In case you don't know where's my face going.
Camera.
Where is it going? Over here. So, you know, this camera, it takes a pretty good video, high-def video, like a lot of the cameras do these days. It has very fast autofocus. And I also like the fact that it has a nice wide lens. So you're not very far. You're very close to me here.
Oh, your head's getting cut off.
Yeah, story of my life. That's why I'm the videographer. So, you know, it has a pretty good lens on it, and it's a pretty wide lens, which is good for taking pictures of groups or interior shots if you're pretty close. You know, you get a lot in.
So a big group shot.
Yeah.
Big grainy group shot. That's great.
Oh, God, just the graininess in there.
Hey, and there's a big line in this picture right now.
That's because you're pointing it at one of the lights. Yeah,
well,
but that happens in most cameras when you point it right at the light in there. Here, hit that little red button over there, and it'll stop playing the video. Will it beep?
It's storing now.
Storing. Good.
Storing.
That's good. Okay. You're treating it like it's a dead rat. So, I mean, obviously it's a very mixed review. I must agree with you. The picture quality was not awesome.
Well, what is the purpose of a camera?
Take good pictures.
Exactly.
That's true.
So everything else just doesn't really matter.
I have actually seen, I was reading on Amazon some of the reviews, and there was the 200, the F200 before this.
Okay.
Some people said the 200 actually, they took better pictures than the F300.
Well, what's the point of having a newer, better version?
I don't know. I mean,
it's not as good as the other version.
They've certainly put a lot of features into it. I don't think it's as bad as you say. I think that these pictures are pretty darn good, and what I like about it is it's got so many modes, and you know the flash pops up. It makes it very easy to quickly pull it out, take a picture. Very fast autofocus. If you want to like take a picture of someone, you can do it really quickly. It'll focus really fast.
Okay.
So if you're like paparazzi, yeah, and you.
But I think that this button, if it's in your purse, it would probably automatically turn on.
You know,
I saw that in the review, and that's happened to me. I don't like that.
That's true because
then the battery is going to get wasted.
And if this sticks out of if your pocket an image,
might be weird.
You know, people are saying, is that a camera in your pocket, or you know, or did you accidentally hit the power button? So that's a good point. You know, my other camera has a sliding button.
I have that too.
Right.
On my other one too.
Even on a Fuji. So, you know, if a sliding button won't turn on accidentally on your pocket, right?
Well, because if you have a purse,
right,
and things get fumbled around,
that could hit that button.
It'll slide. Or
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so the button could, even on yours, it could turn on. Right.
It just depends.
Right.
How the slide is.
Right.
For the button.
Well, that's a bit of a mixed review for the Fujifilm Finepix F300 EXR. I kind of like it. It's got a lot of great features. Very fast autofocus, good video, wide lens. Fung is kind of hung up on the picture quality. Yeah.
It's a waste of...
And I got to agree with you, 280 bucks is pretty pricey for a point and shoot.
For a mediocre photo quality camera.
Right. So take a look at it, make your own decision. You can check that out yourself and let us know what you think. And we have another segment coming up right after this, so please stay tuned. In today's fast-paced world, it's vitally important that young people develop a good understanding of how computers operate and how the internet works. LittleGeeks.org takes donated computers, refurbishes them, and then provides them to underprivileged kids at no charge. It's our goal at littlegeeks.org to make sure that no kids are left out of the digital revolution. To find out how you can help, please visit www.littlegeeks.org. Thanks a lot. And we're back, and in the second segment today, we're going to be looking at this tiny little guy right here. This is the Callpod Onyx Bluetooth headset. Now, I got to tell you, I have fairly low expectations these days for Bluetooth headsets because they all sound a bit crackly and staticky.
Yeah, you can't really hear, but you got to have them.
You got to have one.
Safety first.
Well, yes. Now, you could do what I do, which a lot of times is just plug a wired headphones in.
Yeah.
But as we discussed, I think it was last week with the Scotty vest jacket, it's got to look good, and that doesn't look.
Of course, it's got to look good.
I mean, look how sexy that is.
That is sexy. It's
Isn't it?
Sleek. It'll just blend. If you have black hair, like me, you could just blend in.
Yeah. Well, now, and it comes with this piece of wire on top, the loop around your ear.
I don't like that.
You don't like it.
No.
Let me show you. I have to have this because I have such weird big ears.
Okay.
That to have it stay on. Does that look normal? Does that look about right?
I guess.
Do I look cool and hip? Do I look?
I don't know if that's gonna make you.
Do I look like a guy that I look like? Okay. So you can take this off though. It's optional. So now it's off, and then you want to stick that in your ear.
Stick it in my ear.
Yeah, and you can make that stay. See, why does it look so much better on you than any? Oh gosh. Okay, I defer to your.
It's my ear. I have a really
actually,
good ear.
It looks really good on there.
Thank you.
Now but you don't like the wire.
I don't like the wire because I have hair, and then it gets tangled in my hair, and then I just get annoyed.
And you start doing this.
Like, oh.
It's like meow, meow, meow.
Exactly.
Like a cat batting it away.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
So pull it off again. Let me have a quick look. What I really like about the Callpod is that it has amazing range. So this thing, sometimes I'll get a Bluetooth headset, and literally, if I put the phone down and walk 5 feet away, it disconnects.
But it's still not clear. So even if you walk 50 feet.
Yeah, I mean, this thing I put my phone in my kitchen, I can walk up to my bedroom and still have, it still has a good, it doesn't disconnect. But it still sounds staticky.
It still sounds staticky, so it's going to sound staticky from 50 feet away.
But at least it doesn't sound any more static. My point is at least I can sound statically close or I can sound staticky far away. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
This is great for that.
So if you don't mind sounding staticky, that's my point. The actual call quality I didn't find much better than any other Bluetooth headset.
I didn't like the quality.
But the distance, I get range with it.
Distance.
Now here's the thing.
Quality.
They need to come up with one that's got a 4 or 5 mile range, and then you can just leave your phone at home and just drive to the mall wearing just this.
I don't know about that. How are you going to make calls if you only have one? If you don't have your phone with you and you're at the mall.
If it's important enough, people will call you.
How are you going to answer it?
You press a little button on the back.
Oh.
Now you feel how come I couldn't answer all those calls? Well, and you got to admit, these buttons are kind of tiny. There's a little button there.
It's so tiny, I didn't even know it was there.
I know, it's really small. This is, this is like your volume up and down.
Okay.
Okay. Can you do that with nails? How is that? Is that...
yeah, I suppose.
Just barely? So the question is can you do it while it's in your ear? You got to be able
I'd have to practice.
Yeah, and then you push this little button, but it's very small. Here she goes. Can she do it?
I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it. We'll practice.
Right. So there you go. So you can answer it on the phone, which is, I imagine, what you were doing, or make calls out with it. But yeah, if somebody calls you and your phone's in your purse, or in a different room, you can just hit this button and it will answer the call.
That means you have to have it in your ear all the time.
That is true, because you won't hear it ringing if it's not out there.
Will it change if it's in your ear all the time? Will it move your ear?
Have you seen
cauliflower?
Well, you know those guys that put the progressively bigger rings in their ears?
Yeah.
And they get their big hole. I don't know what that's called.
I don't know what it's called either, but I've seen it and they have a big hole in their ear.
I wonder if you get the same thing with the Bluetooth, where if you keep it in your ear the whole time, your ear just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
I would think, yeah, I think so. I like it.
So that's the Callpod Onyx. I will agree with Fang. It is an amazingly sexy and sleek.
It's adorable.
It is adorable piece of hardware. And you know what? It's about the same as every other Bluetooth quality-wise, but what I like about it is the range. How much was this this guy?
The Callpod Onyx at $69.
$69. So it's not the cheapest. It's kind of in the middle.
Okay.
Because you can get them for like 100 and you can get them for 40. I mean, so there's
It's the middle guy.
It's the middle guy, which is probably not bad for this guy. And that's all the time we have the show this week. But go to our website, www.neo-fight.tv. Leave us a comment. What's more important to you, the sexiness of the device, or whether it actually works, or the range, or do you have a Bluetooth headset that you like that we could maybe try out that sounds awesome? You can also go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/neophyte, where you can register there, like the page, and that enters you for a chance to win some of the stuff we review. And that's all the time we have this week. But if you happen to have an extra 30 seconds,
take a look at this.
If you need to make recordings of your computer screen, there's no better tool than Camtasia from TechSmith. In fact, you're watching a screen recording of this video right now.
Camtasia can record your screen, your webcam, and high-quality audio at the same time. It's perfect for training, presentations, podcasts, or any time you need to show what's going on your computer.
Camtasia is easy to use, but it's also extremely powerful. You can turn your screen recordings into high-quality polished video in no time and share them with the world.
And Camtasia is available for the Mac and PCs. If you need to make screen recordings to educate, train, or sell, there's no better tool than Camtasia from TechSmith.